Go to the channel real quick. Perfect. Freaking perfect. Okay, let's go just about here so we can get started. All right, perfect. All right, moving on, people. Moving on. Moving on. High. Louder. Okay. And then also you can pair this up with a wine. It says in the back. And the okay, hold on. Wine. It says in the back. Right here when I'm starting. Giggling. Let's add. Why don't we do a gentle? You know, let's do a gentle shake. And they even give you detailed instructions on how to do it. But other than that, let's get cooking. You know, right there, I wanted it to zoom ever so slightly. Okay. Now the volume can swell down because we're gonna go back into the thing. So let's just right there. What if I zoom transition? Let's do scale. 0. Really? It's 276 right there. Let's cut it. Awesome. Let's get cooking. Okay. I dig that. I dig it. It's just a simple ramp of the thing, and then we're now going to pair. We're going to pair quite a bit of things all forward, but it's gonna. Let me just take the footage on my main chicken pasta. Okay. Now all these clips, we have to sync it all in one go pretty much. Okay. There you go. There we go. Okay, we're gonna put this down here. Not like good old tea, huh? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. We are good. It has now transported over. Perfect. Perfect. Can I just make this even smaller so it fits the screen? Yeah. There you go. Just so it fits my screen that I'm looking at. All right. Do. Ba ba da ba ba. Okay. All right. Now that we got the sequence, no, I do not want to save. We are now gonna compile. Is that correct? We're gonna compile. See, I wish it was like on. It has to be this one. 27 minutes. See, here's the thing. My wife was the one that was doing this, right? So it's like gonna be quite a bit. Hold on. Let's just watch it for a second. No, that's 27 seconds. I can't read. Cannot read. I was born to lead, not to read. Okay, hold on. Where are we? It starts. Is this it? Oh, I was putting on my coat. All right, hold on. Oh, fast forward to evening. That's what it was. Okay. Cooking show, not the cat. Hi. This is a cooking show. Okay, I think it's in time. Okay, there we go. Scale frame. This is a cooking show. Okay, hold on. Let's do one of these bad boys onto there. Like so. All right, let's paste Y. What you mean? Okay, copy, paste. Yeah, bruh. Yeah, bruh. This is a cooking show, not the cat. All right, let's cut. Hold on. Just so it moves ever so slightly.
Hi.
Okay. There we go. Now, I'm pretty sure it starts. Let's see if it starts there. Nope.
Hello.
Now, behind the gratuitous cameras. Nope. Okay, so this is the first 6. Okay, I think it starts now on this one. You gonna roll there? And then I'm gonna start rolling here. Are we good?
Yeah.
Alright, now we have 3 cameras going. I have this. Okay, so that's the physical start of it. I have this camera, and then I have. Where's the other GoPro footage? I want to say this is the first one here. Okay. Now we're gonna try to sync most of everything in one go. So this is gonna be a little tricky. Okay, I'm gonna take it from here. Okay, I'm gonna roll here. There you go. Let's take it from there. So let's roll from that side. Okay, I'm gonna roll here. Okay, when I say roll here, I pressed on this one. This camera. Whoa, there's scale? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put this to the side for them. Okay, I'm gonna roll here. I'm gonna roll there. And then I'm gonna roll there. Okay, so that's where it starts. Right here. Ish. That's as close as it's gonna get.
Here.
Okay, let's cut to that. Oh. Like so. Alright.
Okay, I'm gonna roll here. You're gonna roll there. And then I'm gonna start rolling here.
There you go. Okay. I can technically mine on the same. There you go.
You're gonna roll there. And then I'm gonna.
There you go. Okay. Can delete that main one. And then let's pick up the GoPro. I think this is the first initial.
Start rolling here.
That's it. Okay. So now we have the three. Rolling there. I'm gonna start rolling here. I'm gonna say it's like over here somewhere. Yeah, it looks like it's about here.
Start rolling here.
Okay. Maybe a little bit more. About that much. Scale. Thank you. And now let's rotate you 90 degrees. Add to 150 is good. I think. Okay. I think the main brunt of it, we're gonna make it onto the other one.
I'm gonna start rolling here. Are we good?
Okay, cut. Oh. All right, now we have the three cameras pretty much synced up. I'm just mainly using the other audio on the main camera footage, so we are actually going to hide those two for now. That's scaled up. And then while we're doing that, let's add the music. And this is where some good old finagling would work.
This is a cooking show, not the cat.
Okay, hold on. Music. Make that balanced.
This is a cooking show, not the cat.
Okay. Oh. Cut that out. Like so.
This is a cooking show, not the cat.
Hi.
Okay, I'm gonna roll here. You're gonna roll there. And then I'm gonna start rolling here.
Okay. Let's paste. Cool. I'm gonna paste. Cool. Alright.
Hi.
Okay, I'm gonna roll here. You're gonna roll there. And then I'm gonna start rolling here.
Okay. Let's do, just for the time being.
You're gonna roll there. And then I'm gonna start rolling here. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, now we have.
For the time being. That way all three cameras looks as if it's recording in one go. Oh.
You're gonna roll there. And then I'm gonna start rolling.
Okay. This one. Let's make it. You know, I don't even mind that right now. There you go. Oh. just to the side. That's it. So like a bird's eye view of what's happening for now.
You gonna roll there? And then I'm gonna start rolling here. Are we good?
Yeah.
Alright, now we have 3 cameras.
Okay, now I like that first little track so far. Cool. Okay. I got it. Let's do this.
You gonna roll there? And then I'm gonna start rolling here. Are we good?
Yeah.
Alright, now we have 3 cameras going. I have this camera, I got the little GoPro here.
Should I do that again? I got this camera here, this little GoPro here.
You good?
Yeah.
Alright, now we have 3 cameras going. I have this
Got this camera.
camera, I got the little
GoPro.
camera, I got the little GoPro here. And I have
Little GoPro here.
this camera, I got the little GoPro here. And I have the little face up there.
Okay, I'm gonna cut this one.
Here. And I have the little face up there. Just in case you don't believe that I do cook.
Okay. I like this so far.
That every
Okay, for the time being, we are good up to here. Okay. Let's remove these two so we don't see it for the time being.
in case you don't believe that I do cook, that everything is labeled. Then going. Okay.
Hi.
Let's do this. We're gonna do this fairly quickly.
What?
Alright, first off, we're gonna do the pasta.
What? What?
Alright, the little zoom. Let's cut this. Put that into there. Ripple delete is your friend.
Alright, first off, we're gonna do the pasta into the pot. Okay?
It keeps unfocusing.
Into the pot. Okay?
It keeps unfocusing.
Huh? It's okay. We'll do it.
Okay, I think I'm gonna switch down to the GoPro and
Okay?
It keeps
yeah, from right here. Alright, let's switch down to those two.
unfocusing.
Huh? It's okay. We'll do it soon.
Alright, maybe just the GoPro.
Cavatappi.
Yeah, right there. Cut that. Let's put this. Oh. Is it 120 is the one before, right? Six, 5, 9. 657. Cool.
Okay?
It keeps unfocusing.
Huh?
Wait, I feel like it's not synced. So I definitely picked it up way before that. Yeah. I think we're a bit behind.
Huh? It's okay.
There you go. Okay, let's move this up like so.
Okay?
It keeps unfocusing.
Huh? Okay?
It keeps unfocusing.
Okay, even the other footage is definitely okay. We're like way behind. Maybe like that.
The pot. Okay.
It keeps unfocusing.
Okay, I think that's where it is. It's where it should be rather.
Okay.
It keeps unfocusing.
Huh? It's okay. We'll do it soon.
Okay.
Cavatappi.
There we go. Alright. Okay, it's a little easier to manage.
Pot. Okay.
It keeps unfocusing.
Huh?
Okay, what if I think I'm gonna put a white background underneath it. Just so like it clears it out. There you go.
Okay.
It keeps unfocusing.
Huh? It's okay. We'll do it soon.
Okay.
Cavatappi.
There you go. Okay, let's clear the other two so we can see it.
Huh? It's okay. We'll do it soon. In. It's like that. It's like when Ramsey does his little food show. He's like, ooh, in. There you go. It's fancy. Crank the heat. Cap. That should take roughly about 10 minutes. And then
Okay, right there I'm okay with. Let's cut that again.
and everything else looks like it's self-explanatory. But if you're not
Okay, let's do this side again.
and everything else looks like it's
You know what? I think I should just like I should reset it. Oh, wrong one. Like this. There you go. Still matte color on that one.
and then everything else looks like it's self-explanatory. But if you're not familiar with it,
Okay, let's do.
here's how we're gonna do. We're gonna chop.
Okay, I'm gonna kill the GoPro footage here.
But if you're not familiar with it, here's how we're gonna do. We're gonna chop.
Am I behind again? I feel like it's behind again.
But if you're not familiar with it, here's how we're gonna do.
Yeah, it feels like it's behind again. It's so annoying. Alright, hold on. Hold on, peeps. Let's cut this. Okay.
But if you're not familiar with it, here's how we're gonna do. We're gonna chop.
Alright, I think we are back on time. That was weird.
Sorry. But if you're not familiar with it, here's how we're gonna do. We're gonna chop.
There you go. Alright, I'm okay with that.
We're gonna chop.
Oh. This one. Sorry.
Chop the. I don't want to use a zucchini. It's like really. It's like, Actually, it's not bad.
Do.
Okay, we'll use it.
Alright.
Now, go ahead and do the mise en place. The onion. I know you're.
I kind of want to do it on the GoPro side.
We're gonna chop the. I don't want to use a zucchini. It's like really. It's like,
Yeah, I think I want to use the GoPro side. So release both of you and just have the GoPro do it.
We're gonna chop the. I don't want to use a zucchini. It's like really. It's like,
There you go. I don't mind that.
Actually, it's not bad. Okay, we'll use it.
Alright. I'm going to do the GoPro plus the video up to here. There you go. Let's just check that out real quick. keep forgetting I have to like rescale it every time I do it. Like at least one. What was it before? 120, I think. 115. No, definitely 120. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that with a color matte also underneath it, like so. Let's get the video. I kind of dig that.
Actually, it's not bad. Okay, we'll use it.
All right. Yeah. There we go. Cool. All right, let's do 52. 2, and then to kind of say 151, 120. 20, and then this one is 656. Okay, that way moving forward it kind of saves it into that. All right.
Yeah. Go ahead and do the mise en place. The onion, I know you're gonna probably cry for this, but a quick.
Okay, let's get rid of that.
Go ahead and do the mise en place. The onion, I know you're gonna probably cry for this, but a quick tip. Do you know why? No, actually, I should ask you. Do you know a tip to keep yourself?
Okay, that's when I looked over. Okay, kill this one. Let's do the GoPro footage again. And since it was already kind of nicely tied into it, I don't have to do much.
A quick tip. Do you know why? No, actually, I should ask you. Do you know a tip?
Okay, there you go. I like
to keep yourself from crying.
You put.
Okay, hold on.
From crying.
Okay, right there. Let's make that a little bigger. Focuses into my face.
From crying.
Cry for me. Wait. There you go. That's it. Boom. Quick little transition.
From crying.
You put.
Because I don't have my thing
From
on.
crying.
You put the flame on next to you.
Why do you put the flame on next to you?
Because then it.
Okay, from here, we're gonna use the GoPro right there. Okay, color matte again. Underneath, let's check it out.
Because then it.
Okay, maybe a little further in. Like that.
It
That's it.
diffuses the oils of the onion.
When you cut an onion, what?
Okay, right that. Let's do a cut. So.
The onion.
When you cut an onion, what usually happens?
I sob like an asshole.
Let's put that on.
I sob like an asshole. I sob like an asshole.
Okay, onion.
Alright, hold on. Where is it?
Like an asshole.
Okay, and this one right here. Let's beep that out. We don't want any whooping. Was it the Wish Fash one? Yeah. Okay, hold on. We do. Wow, it's so tiny, it's not funny. Okay. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Is that going to fit? Ah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Yeah. There we go.
Okay, onions release gases. That's a fact.
Is it
So-
like they fart?
Yeah.
Is it like they fart? Yes, babe. Onions fart. That's why you cry.
Gases. That's a fact.
Is it
So-
like they fart?
Yeah. So as soon as you make contact with it, these are essentially making gases emit.
Okay, let's do both and both. Half and half. Half that and half this. Okay.
Because then it
Okay, we don't need these two.
is it
So-
like they fart?
Yeah. So as soon as you make contact with it, these are essentially making gases emit.
Mhm.
However, if you have it nearby a flame, it will catch said gases and not make you tear up. That is 100% fact.
Is it behind again?
Contact with it, these are essentially
It's like every time I just kind of make it a little bit better. It's just slightly behind again.
contact with it. These are essentially making gases emit.
Maybe a little more.
Contact with it. These are essentially making gases emit.
Mhm.
However, if you have it nearby a flame,
Hold on. Still feel like it's behind.
as soon as you make contact with it, these are essentially making gases emit.
Wow. It's like almost like a full second that it's behind.
As soon as you make contact with
Okay. That's cool. That's cool, bro. Alright. Let's get that done and like so.
it, these are essentially making gases emit.
Mhm.
However,
Okay, we're good for now. Let's keep going.
if you have it nearby a flame,
Alright, before we do go, let's make the entirety of this the music rather. Still haven't done that one.
this is a cooking show, not the cat.
Hi.
Okay, I'm gonna roll here. I'm gonna roll there. And then I'm gonna start rolling here. Are we good?
Yeah.
Alright, now we have 3.
Done. Right that. Hold on. Okay, and then spigots. Huh? Cut that into that. And then we should be able to splice it from the front. Okay. Just duplicate it. sounds weird. I think it's here, right? Tuk tuk pak. Okay, right. Here's when it says. Yeah, it's not too bad. Okay. Rinse and repeat. It's this one, we're gonna repeat it. So. Okay, that's not bad. Dig that. Let's just make this all the way to around that long. Okay, I think we're good with the music. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Got the color mats. Where are we at? Are essentially making gases emit.
Mhm.
However, okay, let's turn it on. If you have it nearby a flame, it will catch said gases and not make it tear up. That is 100% fact. Okay, let's get rid of these two. Or if you have if you're in the kitchen, you have a really fancy hood system that's blowing. I don't want to turn it off because we want to make it. But anyway. Okay, let's keep going right there. Let's get these cutting. We're gonna get the zucchinis on the bias. Like so. I'm making a mess. Okay, right there. I want to keep. So I want to get rid of. And then these two, hopefully we're still in sync with the prior. Put that underneath there. Okay. Let's get these. Oh, you know what? Turning these on would be cool. Cutting. We're gonna get the zucchinis on the bias. Like so. I'm making a mess. Okay. Okay, there you go. And then the onions, I just kind of, not necessarily a rough chop them, but we're gonna. Okay, let's do the first little go. Then the onions, I just kind of, not necessarily a rough chop them, but we're gonna dice on one side. Okay. Okay, what if we did half and half? Oh. Like so. Not necessarily a rough chop them, but we're gonna dice on one side. Okay. Okay, maybe that long. It's gonna be a lot of color mats. So. Not necessarily a rough chop them, but we're gonna dice on one side. Okay. There you go. I feel good.
Wow, those knife skills, everybody.
Thank you. You can't get this in school, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell the folks at home where you can get it though.
Okay. There you go. Let's get rid of this part and then we'll color mat this one also. Just so it has a background underneath it.
Wow, those knife skills, everybody.
Thank you.
can't get this in school, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell the folks at home where you can get it though.
1-800 ask Casey.
Okay, there you go.
PC for permission. I will train you how to do this for a small sum of.
$5.
Okay, I'm okay.
Wow, that's pretty good. Okay, let's get it right there. Let's delete that little section.
Small sum of.
$5.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I was gonna.
Okay, I think we're gonna use the GoPro footage on this one bit here, just so we can see it.
5.
Okay, we're gonna center you. We're gonna make you a little bigger. 151. Again with a color mat.
Of.
Oh,
$5.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I was gonna do the.
there you go. I dig it. I dig it.
$1 million with the I forget the Austin Powers video. Okay, let's get these all in the pan. Get it.
Okay, let's do some of that. Color mat that with that.
Yeah, $1 million with the I forget the Austin Powers video. Okay, let's get these all in the pan. Get it going. Now let's hit it with a little bit of oil.
Of course. Okay.
Get it going. Now let's hit it with a little bit of oil.
Hi Luna. She's
Focus.
Hold on, is she watching? Nah, there you go. It's down. There you go. Should I do like the thing, not the thing. Like the electronic voice, like Google Voice? Is that what it is? Google Voice? No, I think we're good. I'll get like way too many stuff on it. Okay, what's that? Put it down below.
She's watching you. We have an audience.
Focus here. Okay. All the other accoutrements literally just goes on top of it, which is pretty cool in the way they.
Okay, from right there. Let's just do all GoPro and the other one.
Watching you. We have an audience.
Focus here. Okay. All the other accoutrements literally just goes on top of it, which is pretty cool in the way they fix the Hello Fresh stuff. However, these we want to get going already. Let's get a spatula here now.
Okay, so from there, let's do one of these.
Fresh stuff. However, these we want to get going already. Let's get a spatula here now. Okay. This is like a cooking show, babe. Like a live cooking show.
This literally.
Okay, let's get it from all the way in there.
Okay. This is like a cooking show, babe. Like a live cooking show.
This literally is a cooking show.
I'm making Emerald run for his money. Even
We have a live audience.
Low key, I love Emerald Lagasse. I love you so much.
I'm making Emerald run for his money. Even
We have a live audience.
Emerald Lagasse is already, not here. Did you just press the unrecord button?
Not so.
Not here. Did you just press the unrecord button?
Not so recording.
Okay, I'm just making sure it's still. All right.
Imagine if it wasn't recording.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Just make sure that. Oh, you're fine. All right.
Okay, let's get rid of the video, and I just want the GoPro. Maybe just the GoPro? Okay, maybe just the GoPro. Then the mat underneath.
Okay.
Alright, let's reset parameter. Not reset that. I'm gonna make it 52. That's it.
Still recording.
Okay. I'm just making sure it's still. All right.
Imagine if it wasn't recording.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Just make sure that. Oh, you're okay. All right. While the veggies are finally stewing, sorta. Okay. Get your flame up.
Okay, let's cut it right there.
You don't want to overcook them, but at the same time, I still want them to have a little substance. So. Want them to have a little substance. So, right now, in the first few minutes, I'm gonna salt.
Ladies and gentlemen, notice that I'm not sobbing. Why? Because of flames.
Alright, salt and pepper. That one. And a mat underneath. Like so.
Right now, in the first few minutes, I'm gonna salt.
Ladies and gentlemen, notice that I'm not sobbing. Why? Because of flames.
And we're gonna salt and pepper the ingredients right there. Okay, now, while it's still doing its thing, remember, we're going for texture here, not really for cook. It's gonna cook quite a while to begin with. Okay, we're gonna open
Okay, so from right there, let's cut that a little bit.
the sausage mix. Really cool. This is about
Sausage mix.
sausage mix.
Right into camera right there. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of the GoPro for 2 seconds. And it should just be, yeah, those two.
Open the sausage mix. Really cool. This is about, what is it?
Wait. A little further in. A little further in.
The sausage mix. Really cool. This is about, what is it, a pound? 4 ounces. So they give you 4 ounces of meat. That's enough for a couple.
There you go. Let's get back into that side where it starts to kind of cut.
This is about, what is it, a pound? 4 ounces.
Okay, buddy.
So they give you 4 ounces of meat. That's enough for a couple portions, or if you're Filipino, you just add a lot of rice. That's like six portions. That's not a big deal. Into the middle.
Okay, let's cut. I think I need these right now.
Couple portions, or if you're Filipino, you just add a lot of rice. That's like 6 portions. That's not a big deal. Into the middle. Get the sausage in. Hi. Are you waiting for?
Okay, I think I'm gonna capture just the not necessarily needing for the other one. This is like where it's so time consuming because you have to scrub through
Hi.
all the footage.
Are you waiting for some food? Is that what it is?
Okay, let's keep this.
Say hello.
Huh?
Let's do zoom on those two.
Some food?
Okay, let's get a mat.
Is that what it is?
Say hello.
Huh?
Hi. You can't
Okay.
really see you. You're really dark.
I know it's dark. Plus she's also a black cat.
She's a gray cat.
Dark gray cat. Okay.
Okay, let's take that out.
You can't
Okay.
really see you. You're
Like so.
really dark.
I know it's dark. Plus she's also a black cat.
She's a gray cat.
Dark gray cat. Okay. Get this going.
Okay, so from here, we are requiring a footage. I'm assuming it's not this one, I don't think.
Now, the only thing that we're kind of gonna go by the Italian seasoning, we can put that right on.
Oh, I think that is it. Kind of cut off for like 2 seconds. scale. And we're gonna paste.
It's going now. The only thing that we're kind of gonna go by the Italian seasoning, we can put that right on.
Okay, Italian seasoning. I don't need the GoPro footage on this one. Or this one.
Okay. Get this going now. The only thing that we're kind of
Okay, let's do half and half. Half there, half there. That's, and then this too, like so.
But now, the only thing that we're kind of gonna go by the Italian seasoning, we can put that right on top.
Okay, I like that. I don't mind that at all. Let's put another color mat. This is gonna be like the main thing of this video. It's gonna be a whole lot of
This
putting
going
stuff.
now. The only thing that
underneath.
we're kind of gonna go by the Italian seasoning, we can put that right on top.
Okay, let's take another footage. I think this is the next one up. Scale. Paste. Awesome.
Okay. Usually, this you put on top a little later. But we're gonna put it in like so.
Okay, so it did cut off. Hold on. So we're gonna have to time it.
Okay. Usually, you can put that right on top. Okay. Usually, this you put on top a little later. But we're gonna put it in like so.
You are really not following the instructions at all.
I am not following the instructions whatsoever. I think that.
Okay, I think if I can guess that correctly.
On top.
Alright, I'm still on time here, so that's okay.
And put that right on top.
Yeah, I'm okay there.
Okay. Put that right on top. Okay. Usually, this you put on top.
Usually, trying to read lips now.
Okay. Usually, this you put on top.
Can't necessarily see what I'm doing.
Usually, this you put on top a little later. But we're gonna put it in like.
Okay, this is when I throw it to the garbage right here. Let's make a marker.
Like so.
You are really not following the instructions at all.
I am not following the instructions whatsoever. I think the instructions had.
Okay, that's where I threw the garbage on that side. Right there. Wah. Wah. Yes. I know. Okay, hold on. Almost there, peeps. Okay, this is almost like right here. Almost like
Like so.
You are really not
was like a whole minute, maybe. Maybe that much.
In like so.
No, that was pretty good. Okay, we're back in time, people. Oh, it's gonna take a while. Make sure you are hydrated and you're doing this all to go.
In like so.
You are really not following the instructions at all.
I am not following the instructions whatsoever. I think the instructions had a little something else, and then I'm pretty sure it's chicken base.
Okay, I feel like it's maybe like a smidge, not even. Can I just do that? Maybe that?
In like so.
You are really not following the instructions at
I am
all.
not.
Nope. I lied to you. Maybe just one.
In like so.
You are really not following the instructions at
I am
all.
not.
No. Where I was fine. Just the one.
In like so.
You are really not following the instructions at
I am
all.
not following the instructions whatsoever. I think the instructions had a a little something else, and then I'm pretty sure it's chicken base. We put.
Okay, I think we can cut the GoPro footage there.
In like so.
You are really not following
Okay.
the instructions
I
at
am
all.
not following the instructions whatsoever. I think the instructions had a little something else, and then I'm pretty sure it's chicken base. We put it with the chicken. We're gonna put that in a little bit in a second.
Okay, I think we're gonna resume it right there. It's cool.
We put it with the chicken. We're gonna put that in a little bit in a second. But let's get this cooking. I know I mentioned. Do you know why they make it in sausage form?
So they can use.
Okay, let's cut this. Maybe just a little bit. Just a tad. Okay, there you go. Oh wait, we're still in time.
Sausage form.
Okay. Get rid of those.
Second, but let's get this cooking.
Rid of that. Let's do a color matte. Underneath.
And let's get this cooking. I know I mentioned. Do you know why they make it in sausage form?
So they can use all parts of the chicken.
No, because it could.
Okay, I'm gonna cut this dead air right here. Okay, let's move it up.
Form.
So they can use all parts of the chicken.
No, because it cooks faster.
Okay.
Okay. Let's matte that underneath.
So they can use all parts of the chicken.
No, because it cooks faster.
Okay. Knock that off.
Knock that off. Okay. Don't need to see that one. To see this one. The proper sneezing technique, people. There you go. Sneeze into your arm.
Okay. Knock that off.
Excuse me. Notice how I sneeze. You want to explain to them why we sneeze that way, babe?
Because we're not terrible humans.
Okay, don't need those two.
I sneeze. You want to.
Because we're not terrible humans. We're not savages.
What is that?
Wait, did I just delete the other GoPro footage too? Oh no, that's the rest of the GoPro footage. Okay. I think it cut off at one point, that's why. Okay. Where is... I think this might be the other one right here. 2 minutes. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna move these down for a second. Oop. Like that. Okay, let's see where this one is. Okay. Scale. Let's turn you 90 degrees that way. $120. 656. Okay.
What is that move called though?
That's called the vampire. The Dracula.
Okay, so I did record over it. Perfect, hold on. Let's see if we can sync it. Synchronizing clips, people. You can do it, guy. You can do it. Perfect.
We're not savages.
What is that move called though?
That's called the vampire.
Or
The Dracula.
Wait, is that one on time though?
We're not savages.
What is that move called?
I'm definitely synced up now. Okay, let's get the rest of these up. Back to where they were. Okay. Okay.
We're not terrible humans. We're not
I wonder if it dragged my thing. But hold on. Oh, I dragged it to. Okay, hold on. I think. Okay, I think I see the marker right here. Okay, I think that's where it's supposed to be. Okay. Cool. All right. It's a lot of hassling.
Explain to them why we sneezed that way, babe.
because we're not terrible humans. We're not savages.
What is that move called though?
That's called the vampire.
It's called the vampire. Okay. I need the GoPro one.
Humans. We're not savages.
What is that move called though?
That's called the vampire.
Or
The Dracula.
It is called the Dracula. True fact. Thank you. But can you count with it?
Okay, let's do. I don't need.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. That one I don't need.
4.
Thank you. Okay. So right here, focus real quick. So we got the chicken going.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you. Okay. So right here, focus real quick.
Okay.
Right. So we got the chicken going. You can get that right there. All right. It's ground chicken, so it's gonna go fairly quick. Now we're gonna take.
Okay. Don't need this. I feel like the video again lagged. This is like slightly annoying.
So we got the chicken going. You can get that right there. All right. It's ground chicken, so it's gonna go fairly quick. Now we're gonna take your 2 tablespoons of red gold tomato paste. Why did I say pasta?
Oh no, we're so good. We're so good.
You're weird.
I am weird.
Okay, let's get that over.
There you go. we're good. At the same time, the pasta should be fairly soon. Have you seen I'm calling it? Somewhere? Down below. Ah! Okay. There you go. I'm okay with that. Somewhere? Down below. Ah! Okay. Let's check on said pasta. Okay. A couple minutes. Alright. From there is pretty good. We're just kind of scrubbing. Like the main thing about video editing is like there's a lot of scrubbing through, and there's a lot of making sure that the shots is what you kind of feel. I'm going for like a whole what you call like a live session, and this was live. I did it all in one take, but sometimes the camera kind of turns off and stuff, so like that's like the main annoying part of it. But other than that, it should be fine. But let's keep going. A couple minutes. And we're also working on 3 camera angles here. Okay. Let's get the red paste in there. Okay. We are essentially almost done, right? Got everything cooking. We still have some texture to the veggies. I don't want to cook them out so much that they're. I don't think we need. We'll just turn. Still want texture. So we'll fully cook that, and in about a couple minutes, once the pasta is out and ready, we'll put it together. Okay. Now you can together. Okay. Now you can Okay. Cool. And then this was where I said I'll cut it because we were kind of waiting for the pasta all together anyway. Really? There you go. Let's do some bloopers. Or some highlight reels, let's just say. Alright, here. Let's get some reels. Okay.
We're delicious because
Bocklicious.
Bocklicious.
Okay, so now that the pasta. Okay, I like that. Let's do. How about this one? Rolling. Mind that little snaggy bit. And then just our cat looking out. Okay. Scale, scale. Now we're gonna make this 75. There you go. Let's put a color mat underneath it again. There you go, thank you. That's it. Okay. And then we do this one. Okay, I'm pretty sure I didn't turn on the other one anymore, like the GoPro. So this is just all gonna be handhelds.
Okay, so now
Okay, let's paste.
the pasta is pretty much ready. We'll go ahead and kill that right there. Ooh. And then in a quick kind of
Okay.
Consistency, you would say?
Nah, I think we're good. I think we're good.
in a succession because we need to save a little bit of the water. Here's how you're gonna do it. You can take your colander. Like that. Okay. Put that right back in the pan because one, we're actually gonna use that same pasta water to give this a little bit
Of a better consistency, you would say?
Thank you. Now, we are gonna turn this off because we don't need it anymore. We're just gonna slowly use this one. Now, on the cooked chicken, we're going to then put into the pasta.
Oh,
Okay?
man, here we go.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Nice.
Okay.
I mean, that looks pretty damn good. I dig that.
That's it. Now we are almost there, 90% there. The one thing that I'm going to add though is this little chickeny thing. Now, if I can assume what this is, yeah. So this is like, was it the little bouillon cube, but this is in liquid form.
Make a little cut here, ever so slightly, like so. Really?
The little bouillon cube, but this is in liquid form.
Liquid gold. Oh shit. Liquid gold. There you go. Okay, that's where she moves the camera.
Really strong chicken flavor. If you wanted to say how chickeny is a chicken flavor, how chickeny would you explain it?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I was not the one.
Why can't I ripple delete, bro? Why?
Well, I was not the one who tasted it. However, I can only imagine that it was chicken run chickeny.
But would you even say it was bok delicious?
I wouldn't use the word delicious because it was
Boklicious?
boklicious. Maybe a
Okay.
Boklicious. Bok. Licious. There you go. Let's make that a little bigger. Okay, not too big.
yes, I would actually.
I'm okay with it. All right, so real quick, zoom into it. It is essentially done, right? We can kill off the heat. And then to kind of finish it, we're
That
gonna add a
sizzle's
little-
so nice. Like, if you're just kind of looking at it,
and
yeah.
a cute little thing of sour cream on top of it. Okay. Don't wanna. There you go. There you go.
sour cream to finish.
Cool. Let's add this. Ho ho. Babe, do you like sour cream, babe?
Mm-hmm.
But more specifically on tacos, though, right?
Man, I love them in tacos.
Hold on, what if I cut the music here for a second?
Babe, do you like sour cream, babe?
Mm-hmm.
But more specifically on tacos, though, right?
Man, I love them in
Yeah,
tacos.
no, me too. Okay. Now, are we ready for serving? Yes, we are. That's supposed to be yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. I'll meet you at the table.
Cool. All right, we're almost there. We only have just maybe a handful more clips, but we are going to do not like a rerun thing, but just some footages. Okay, let's make this a little bigger. There you go. And this is the part where when you're doing B-roll, B-roll, it shouldn't be just your main product. It's just pieces that cuts into the main footage. That's why it's called B-roll. I know there has been like a crazy boom in the last few years where that term B-roll is not made popularized, but even more so, more mainstream because of one person. That's Peter McKinnon. Not against the guy, but that's not content. B-roll is just your main shots tying into the footage, and it's not made to be your main. But what do I know, right? I'm just trying to splice in an episode here. But let's go ahead. So the B-roll shots are me just washing dishes, kind of, per se. And we're going to cut to the music, meaning, so we're going to listen to the music right now, and I'm going to increase the volume here in a second, and you'll see why. Let's get all the footage in, and then I'll get the footage of... Let's do that one. Let's make it a little faster. Okay, zooms in. Let's got a couple more here with the pasta. Where are we getting the bowls? Oh, she's doing a zoomy thing. Okay, put that into there. Scale up. And this is me portioning into said bowls. Good. Nice. Okay, scale that. Oh, yeah. From there. Nice. Oh. Right there. Cut into music, and let's make this a little bigger. So right there where he goes, puck. Right here, that's where I want to end. Okay, and then finally, just the thing of the table. Nice. Let's do. Oh, and then we're gonna take it for the main clip because I want the sound effect. that you hear the thing coming to the table. Nice. Okay, so that's the whole B-roll sequence, and now we're gonna actually cut the sound or the music here, and we're gonna increase this. You go to your essential sound, and right now it's on balance background music, and that's how it's just kind of in the back. Now we're gonna make it main because there's no talking points here on the other side. So here, let's put it together so you understand what I'm talking about. See, like it jumped a little too far up. So let's just take it a little bit. And let's make 2 key points here. So it swings up. Okay. About that 5, yeah, about 4 decibels. Yeah, I ain't even mad at that. Like, I'm okay with that. And that's how you kind of go back and forth into this. Maybe just a smidget more, huh? 3.8. The whole volume of the video is just around -2 decibels. I want to match it, and this is where most of the times, like, you're watching other YouTubers and all their videos, all of a sudden it will just spike up because they're not paying attention to their levels when they were mixing, or not mixing, but when they're hearing it and not on headphones. When they're talking levels right here, like -15 or something, and then all of a sudden you shoot it up to -3, and because you're listening over here, right, you often turn your volume up, and when it finally shoots up, when they're doing their B-roll, let's just say to -3, that's almost 10 decibels of volume, and then all of a sudden, like, yo, what the hell just happened? And just like on the commercials on TV, like when you see like an ad, all of a sudden it will like jump because they have like a standard that they keep to. So when you're editing video, the main part of it is the audio levels need to be almost the same as what the standard is on radio, not radio, but on video, on like the ads. That way, when you turn your volume up or down, it doesn't spike so much. So a little key thing for you to remember right there. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Let's go back into the edit just so we can watch it and give it a little feel. See, right into the edit. Now, what I mean by cutting into the music, you see how I had keyframes here, the markers? I know when it's smacking, and you can see it, right? Boof, boof, ka, boof, 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 ka, do, ka, boof, boof. Like, that's kind of like the beat of the music. You kind of want to cut into it because it gives it a more, I guess how they coined it was a more professional feeling to it when you cut to the beat. At least when you're at least pretty close to it, that's not too bad. But how you would do it is you would listen to it and you would press M. So let's pay attention, right? M. I'll listen the marker on my commands. M is to make a marker, and it will insert these green things onto the floor. So if you want to see it live, see that green little thing that popped up? That's how you would do it. Now, obviously, there's a little delayed. I don't care for it too much. But since we're listening to it anyway, it's okay, and I'm used to it. If you're not used to it, please make markers. This will make your life a whole lot easier. There you go. So I'm even okay with that. And we can even make this a little more spicy, right? And cut in the middle, and then we'll make this go forward. Because technically, I made it shrink, so it made it faster, and then I'm gonna reverse it. Go that little turntable head. See, just a little mix in. Okay, these are like the little key points that people often miss out. And this is what a B-roll is, okay? This is not supposed to be main content, in my opinion. Now, just make sure like because the volume does dip down. So I'm gonna make 2 points by holding control, and then it will give you 2 little blue key points there. I'm gonna lower the other one about 4 decibels right there. There you go. Because it kind of picks up again anyway. So now the kind of final rebuttal of this will be just my wife and I just eating.
Okay, now tell me, how does it taste?
You know what? I'm gonna do one little cut into there, like so.
Okay, now tell me, how does it taste? Raw. Yeah.
We're gonna put, I think I'm gonna put a loading sign right here, loading. Now I made 3 little key points there, and I'll show you exactly why in a second. Let's go on to the first one, and we're actually gonna do effect control. We're gonna do opacity. Well, first let's do in the beginning keyframe there. In the middle. Just a little. Oh. Why? Why? On this one, bro. Okay, let's do that one. And this one, let's do T6. Then again at 100. And then at 9, and then on the last bit of it. Make it 100. So it looks like the loading is kind of flashing in. I
Yeah.
did.
Not bad.
Scale of 1 to 10, what is it?
I guess 6.
6.
Let's go with actually, let's get the whole thing. R. Why can't I ripple delete, bro?
To 10, what is it?
I guess 6.
6. Ah, look at you.
The chicken
Okay.
sausage is really good.
The chicken, the chick,
The sauce
chickage, saucing, okay. But how else everything is up? How about the cheese? How does the Parmesan taste? Does it taste bootleg?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like,
You can't really taste it.
I mean, there's sour cream in there too.
Okay, I'm gonna kill just a little bit of dead air on that one. Dead air just means that it's either a pause or a slight, I don't know, like that. You just gotta like stop for a second. Sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes I don't mind it. Actually, most of the times I don't mind it. But at that point, I felt like I could move just a little faster.
Okay. But hold on, let me get the.
See, look, just like that one, I don't mind that one, so I'm gonna cut in like the middle of it, so it still has a little bit of dead air.
Should be okay. But hold on, let me get the actual
Parallel.
instructions, and then we'll see.
Alright, actual instructions, and then this is where I kind of read off the thing all together. Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
To there. This is just knowing your camera. When you kind of like press record, at least on the Panasonic that I have, it will record and it will make a little buzz sound. It gives it like a quick second, and then I know when to cut in.
Okay, how does this compare with that? Look at that picture.
The zucchini looks more crispy in that picture.
And how does this one feel? I mean, it's literally the same thing. You know what the main
Okay, so she didn't say anything there. I'm gonna cut that dead air. Usually ripple delete would work, but at the moment it's not working.
literally the same thing. You know what the main difference is? That one's baked. They baked the zucchini.
Okay, she didn't say anything again. So we're gonna cut into the middle of the dead air. Like I said, I don't mind having it there. It's just when literally it falls off. That's when I don't mind it. That's when I mind it.
But are you really gonna bake one little piece of zucchini?
I don't know, maybe.
She's like, maybe. Okay, so that one's a little too much for me. I'm gonna cut it all together. Right, so.
I don't know, maybe.
The answer is no.
Okay, let's cut that, and then I have one final little thing here, and then we're almost there now. And you'll understand why. So again, I pressed the record button. There's a little bit of a gap, and that's what that little thing is. Get rid of that. Put this back. You know what? Let's do a hard cut, like so.
Alright, that's all we got. We're gonna eat the rest of this, and then we'll go do the other one. But other than that, it's not bad. We'll catch you. Wait, hold on. Does she like it? Go ahead. The verdict is she eating it? Sorta.
It's literally right there in my hand.
Get it? She's like, no.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna cut a little part of it.
Maybe. Maybe.
Feline approved.
Did she eat it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Ah.
Okay, you want to say bye to them?
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Peace out, Girl Scout. Okay, so that's the end of the video technically. However, we're not gonna add. We are now going to add the last bits of effect. I do have an ending screen and a little bit of a thing for it. Wait, what am I doing? Okay, there you go. Okay, we can cut the rest of this thing. Right there. Okay, let's make 2 points right into there. Get rid of that. And then cut into here. And we're gonna down this right there. Actually, you know, we'll just cut it into this one instead. I kind of wanted it to go over, but nah, it's okay. So it's a 15-minute video.
Ah.
Okay, you want to say bye to them?
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Cool. Click O, and that's their in and out port. So technically, this is the completed video right here, right? But now, as we're kind of going about the stuff, you want to be able to color grade. So now, color grading, I don't want to take it too intense on how we kind of go about it, but you still want to kind of go. And the easiest way, in my opinion, is to put an adjustment layer. Okay, so we're gonna put an adjustment layer all the way in the top, literally almost all the way to the bottom of it, like so. And then at the front, I don't need the intro to be color graded because I did color grade that already. We're gonna take it right there. So on the color adjustment, I do have not swatches. I do have, let me show you. I do have a preset that I work with that I like the look of. So let's do custom. And it's saved on my desktop. If it starts to work, please. Mm. Damn. Why? Why? I just want you to work. The entire time you were working. The entire time. The entire time. Oh, Premiere Pro. You make me angry. Okay, well, it did save. So I might have to restart. We'll see. We'll see in a second. I don't even need that right now. Am I really going to have to? You're really going to make me do it? You're really going to make me do it? You're really going to make me do it? Oh. Fine. Fine. Fine, bruh. Fine. I'll close it for a second. And here we're going to go... We're going to see some color grading. I was going to make it color grade, but now I won't to. Okay. Let's do the screen real quick. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. And then it should be back. Okay? Hold on. Mm-hmm. Why won't it? Why won't it go? But anyway, okay. Well, it's not being nice right now, so I'm gonna end stream here. However, just know that for the time being, I do need to color grade still. Okay, so by doing that, we do an adjustment layer, and then you here creative, you look up, and you click browse or custom, and then you look up the exact what you call that, your thing that you put like a color grade into, like a preset look that you have, and then from there we can adjust the colors ever so slightly. It's already corrected in camera, like it's pretty flat already, so we're just gonna tweak to make sure that the colors, the skin colors are okay. However, you are fighting with a yellow light from my kitchen, so just know that part of it is not gonna look as good as the ones that are lit with the sun in the beginning when I was doing my intro. So other than that though, hope you like that. Let me know if you have any other questions in terms of editing. I do this quite a bit, and I think I'll make it a series into its own, because I feel like people should know how to, if you have any questions on how to edit, let me know. Okay, we do a whole bunch of other things, but for the time being, this is pretty cool. All right. Other than that, though, peace out. And then this episode should be out Friday. This Friday coming up. Okay. All right, guys.